Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the story of the hunter and the dove. The story of the shikari, hunter, and fakhta, dove, is that a hunter went to a forest to hunt and sat under the shade of a thick tree. A hawk also flew from somewhere and sat on the same tree. It was hungry and was looking for its prey to satisfy the hunger of its stomach. Between the two of them, there was a dove already sitting on the same tree. When she saw her two enemies, she was very worried that she was going to be killed today. Because if she stays seated, the hunter will target her and she will be killed. And she couldn't even fly because the hawk was waiting for her. Therefore, the dove was very worried at her helplessness, and by God Almighty, who is the creator of every soul and the giver of life and death, she begged for her life. The dove started saying, "O Lord, you're the protector of every soul. Today it is possible to escape only if you protect me. Otherwise, there is no other way for me to escape." Because the hunter had straightened his bow, and the arrow is about to come out of the bow at any moment. God Almighty took pity on the dove and issued an order to spare her life. Suddenly, a snake appeared from somewhere onto the ground, which bit the hunter instantly, and the hunter missed the target. The arrow came out of the bow and pierced the hawk. The two enemies, who were on the verge of the dove's life, piled up on there, and the dove remained sitting safely on the same branch where she was. So the lesson of this story of Mia Sahib is that those who dig a pit for others fall into it themselves. Therefore, never think of the lusts of others, but think of doing good to someone as much as possible. Then you will be at peace, and others will be hopefully your well wishers too. The philosophy of life is also strange that your benefit is also dependent on others. If the thinking is positive, the results will hopefully be positive. If you think for someone, like they say, do good and good will come to you, then your good is also certain. Allama Iqbal says, "Be kind to the people on earth, God will be merciful to you." A deeper meaning of this story is that the dove is like a human who has been created in the world and always threatened by the devil, the hunter, and the eagle, nafs-i amara, in this world. These two are eternal enemies of man, who are waiting every moment to harm man. But when a person refers to this, his creator, and asks him for help, then he certainly reaches his help and arranges for protection. And thus the eternal enemies of man remain unsuccessful and helpless. In the Holy Quran, there is an indication in this direction, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Oh, ask them, who responds to the distressed when they cry to him, relieving their affection? And who makes you successors in this earth? Is it another God besides Allah? Yet you are hardly mindful." Thank you.